I'm your host today. I thought I'd do a quick episode for you on how to take care of the cabbage root fly. Now this is a big problem for a lot of people who are growing brassicas or anything in the Brassica family. That includes broccoli, kales, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, all of those things. A little gusty here today. But I have a couple quick tips to show you to eliminate one of the most common pests for the brassicas. That is the cabbage root fly. The other most common pest for the brassica family is the cabbage green looper, or the little green worms you see on your leaves of your broccoli or cabbage plants. So. Or kale plants for that matter. I'm going to show you some damage here, right here in a second. Show you some damage of what they can do, what the cabbage root fly can do, and how you can kind of prevent that from happening by using just a couple quick, really simple tips that you can just deter them from laying eggs in your garden near your plants. So get on here and... Alright, so here is a broccoli plant. This is a small one, and you can see here on this upper part there's some damage to these leaves, and it's very wilty, very limp. You know, it's not, there's no vigor in it. The leaves down here below are yellowing and they're getting vigor. I'm gonna pull up this plant and I'm gonna show you kind of what happens. I'm going to lay it down here. You can see, or where it was, you can see along this stem here, this plant's roots have been literally just chewed to nothing, to where I can literally just break it off. And this is because of the cabbage root fly. They lay their eggs down here where the soil is, where the stem of this plant meets the soil, and they know that from the smell of the plant, and then they can find the smell of the soil and they lay their eggs. So to prevent that from happening, what I did last year, which worked very successfully, let me move you over really fast to this big plant that I have that I want to protect. Reposition the camera here for you. Oh, wrong way. This is a bigger plant. Sun's at my back right now. And you can see here, there's the base of it. So, what you can do to prevent the root fly is either you can take this collar here. This helps to kind of form or push it into your soil. It's just an old water bottle. Basically just cut up a water bottle, the bottom off of it or something, like this. See how the bottom's cut off from that? Just cut around. So do that, and then take a piece of tin foil and just cut one slit right down into it. Hopefully this isn't blinding the camera. And you want to just take that and just slip it over the very bottom of your plant at the root base, and then just fold it over like that, and then press it down and keep it really nice and tight around that collar that I had. If I can find the edges of it. There it is. So that none of the soil is exposed to the root fly. Now I kind of ripped it. You probably want to redo it with a better piece. But that collar keeps them from going in, and you pressing the tin foil down helps them from being able to get up. So making sure the tin foil is nice and pressed to that collar is key to preventing the root fly from getting in here. Now this won't stop the cabbage looper on the upper part of the plant, you know, up here on the leaves, chewing on the leaves, because this is a whole different type of species of pest. But this really helps it makes it so they can't find where the stem and the soil meet, and they can't lay their eggs. So, and last year when I started doing this, I had this idea, and I said, you know, maybe I'll try tinfoil, maybe that will work. And I saved a majority of my plants after I lost about 4. So this really does work, this method. It's very easy to keep the cabbage root fly off. You don't have to worry so much. The cabbage loopers are really easy to take care of on the upper part of the leaves with a neem oil spray. But the cabbage root fly is a big pest, and if it gets in there and it starts doing its thing, and there's a big infestation of them, you're pretty much, by the time you get to your plant and notice that there's any damage being done, this cabbage plant would be dead. You would have to pull it out. It would be a loss. So, which would be a shame because this is a really nice big cabbage plant here. The other one was not so much, but this is a big one, and it's really nice and healthy. So I really want to prevent them from getting in, and I should have done this earlier. Best time to do this is right after you plant the cabbage. Just put these on here if you know you have a problem in your area with them. Even just a preventative measure if you don't have a problem in your area with them. Maybe, but they are native to your area, then just put them out anyway so that you can prevent your cabbage plants from getting. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tip of how to protect your brassicas from damage from the cabbage whitefly, or not the cabbage whitefly, sorry, the cabbage root fly. And I hope that this helped you maybe protect your plants from any damage this year. This worked really well for me last year, and I hope that it'll work well for others as well in the future here. So you know, thanks for tuning in today, guys. I hope you guys have a really great day. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Really helps out. I'd love to hear from you guys what you think about this idea. If you're going to be trying it in your garden this year, and if it's gonna, and if maybe later in the season, if you did try it, if it worked, you can return here and do a quick comment and say, hey, look, I had problems before and I didn't now. So if you do, then that'd be great. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.